Now remember, it's not recording you guys, only me, as long as you stay on mute. Cool, it's got a Roger coming in as well now. Lovely. Okay, let me just get rid of this. All right, so beginners bootcamp, first one of these done, hopefully. Well, quite a few of you turned up, so hopefully they will continue, all right? If you enjoy them, let me know. All right, so first of all, what we're going to do, we're just going to get ourselves warmed up for a couple of minutes whilst I explain what we're doing. So if you just start off, we're going to start getting mobilised. So starting off, we just want to bring our hands up and we're just going to go from side to side, getting ourselves nice and warmed up. Just going to let a few more people in. Oh. All right, so just from side to side, getting that spine nice and mobilised, getting ourselves ready to go. And then I just want you to give me a nice reach up all the way to the sky, and then just start rotating those arms backwards, just getting our shoulders nice and mobilised. Cool, so the structure today is we've got 10 exercises. We're going to do 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, and we'll just bring those shoulders forward now. So his arms forward, and just take it as, you know, as hard or as easy as you want. I'll give you a few options for the exercises. Yeah, so just choose the option that's best for you, and just work as hard as you can. You're going to start mobilising those legs a little bit, so a little bit of a slow march now. Let's get those legs moving a little bit. Yeah, so 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, so 10 exercises twice through. We'll have a couple minutes break in between. All right. Cool, so just getting nice and mobilised. If you feel like you want to increase the speed of this to warm yourself up, feel free to. Cool, all right, so give me some little taps back now, all right, so just flicking those heels back. Just adding a few more. Cool, all right, so just keep it going. All right, in 10 seconds time, we're going to go into it, all right? And it's going to start off with high knees, all right? So high knees, we can do it as a march, or we can take up the speed. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. So 30 seconds of high knees. All right, so get those knees up as high as you can, a bit of a march, if you like. Or alternatively, if you want to, you know, take it into a little bit of a jog, you can do that as well. Again, just work within, you know, your capabilities, how you feel. Just make sure you're getting a, you know, a little bit breathless as we're going through this. Good, so again, those marches going. We've got 5 more seconds of those. Keep it up. Getting ourselves moving. Lovely. All right, so 30 seconds. 30 seconds time, what we're going to do, we're going to start stepping back. And as we step back, our arms are going to go up, all right? So one leg at a time, we're stepping back, and arms are going up. So that's in 30 to 20 seconds time. If you want to make it a little bit harder, as we step back, we can bring that knee down, all right? So that's the advanced version. Right, but for everyone else, we can just do the little step backs, and that is in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, so just stepping back one at a time. You know, so take this as fast or as slow as you like. You know, you can speed it up a bit, make it a little bit harder. And also you can make it even harder by sort of taking it into a lunge behind. Good, we've got 10 more seconds of these. Let's try and build that intensity up a little bit as we're getting warmer. Lovely. Okay, so next exercise, so stop in there. We're going to go into a squat. So your squats, in our ideal world, we're getting down nice and low, like we're going to be sitting on a chair behind us. But we can't all get that low. So just get as far down as you can, even if it means you're just doing these little pulses. You know, just imagine there's a chair behind us. We're trying to sit down on that chair. So we're going to do some squats in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So we're squatting. So I just want you to get as low as you can. If you're just doing these little pulses, that's absolutely fine. And when we're doing our squats, a good rule is always making sure our knees aren't coming over our toes. So as we're going down, my knees aren't coming forward. The chair I'm sitting on is definitely behind me. And we're pushing through our heels, okay? So that's where the power is in our squat. Lovely, okay, so 30 seconds, rest. What we're going to do now, we're going to do some side steps, okay, like this. But as we do the side steps, we're going to do a little punch, all right? So side steps and punch. Again, come on, let's have a little bit more enthusiasm with this one. So a little bit faster, you know, so step and punch at the same time as best as you can. Also, if you want to make it really hard, you can do a little jump in between if you want. Up to you. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, so stepping and we're punching, side steps with punch. Just get moving. Good. We'll make sure we're breathing through these exercises. Don't hold your breath. Good, looking good. Just keep it up. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1, and just rest in there for 30 seconds. Okay, so we're going to go for next, we're going to go for a plank. So there's a few different ways we can do the plank. The first one is you just be all fours, and all I want you to do is suck your belly button in towards your spine. Or you can come down onto your knees and onto your forearms, again sucking that belly button in. Or you can come up into that full plank position. It's up to you. If you struggle to get down on the floor, you can just stand and suck that belly button in, okay? Just make that core nice and tense. All right, but for everyone else, we're down here, sucking that belly buttons in whatever position you're in. So getting that core nice and tight and just holding there for as long as you can. So just tensing those muscles. Remember, we can be down here on our knees as well. Again, I'm still sucking that belly button in, bringing it towards my spine. Or I can be all the way up here, doing the same thing again. Or alternatively, I can be standing up, just sucking that belly button in. Only a few more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Okay, slowly bringing ourselves back up. Good enough, well done, lovely. So you'll pop your heads back up, looks good. Okay, so what we're going to go for next is we're going to take a squat again, okay? But this time it's a bit wider. A bit like a sumo wrestler, so sumo squats. When we're coming down, we're going to do just a little, you know, half squat down. But as we do, we're going to take those arms wide, all right? So arms come out, we go down, all right? Just like that. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So arms out and we come down. Try and get a bit of regularity with that breathing. So nice wide squats. If you want to take it down a little bit further, you can. It's working within your range of movement. It's good. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Okay, so what we're going to go for next is we're going to bring those legs in a little bit and we're going to pulse. But as we pulse, we're going to pulse down, come up, and just give me a little raise of those arms, okay? So alternating arms. So right arm, left arm. Right arm, left arm. Again, you can get down a little bit lower and go for a little bit more speed and power. It's working within your range of movement, within your ability. Whew. Getting a bit knackered. It's quite a good workout, this one. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So a little pulse with a reach. So pulse and reach. If you're finding the pulse is a little bit hard, you can just do the reach, just reaching for me. Or if you're finding the reach is really hard, just give me the little pulses. Just make it work for you. You look like you're doing well. So let's carry on. Lovely, okay. So from those we are going on to, okay, so we're going to come back down onto the floor, all right? So if you can get down, what I want you to do, go for a bridge. So both of our legs are on the floor, and I just want you to raise your bum up and just hold it there for as long as you can. If you need to come down, you can come down for a moment and enjoy it. So just raising your bum off the ground, getting it as high as possible, just like so for our bridge. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So just holding it here. Squeeze that bum cheeks together. All right, so just like that. Yeah, you're looking good. I can't see you on the screen anymore, but I'm assuming it's great. And just holding it here, 30 seconds. Lovely. Okay, we're going to stay down on the ground. And what I want you to do is just come onto your front and come onto all fours. And what we're going to do from here, we're going to raise one, so our left arm and our right leg, and then our left leg and our right arm. Okay, so these are our bird dogs. All right, so just alternating. If that's a bit difficult, you can just do one arm at a time, or just one leg. Or we can just hold it here, sucking that core in again, all right, sucking that belly button in. Right, ready, let's go. So whatever you're going for, let's go for it. This is when I kick everything in the room. I'm pretty sure that's what this is why most finish instructors are less than 6 foot. All right, so come on. So just taking it nice and slow, nice and easy, alternating those arms and legs. Or we're just holding nice and firm on all fours. Okay, now bring yourself up. And we're going to finish off this circuit with some heel taps. So what that means, we're just going to tap one heel back at a time. We're going to do it, you know, bit of rhythm, as fast as you can. If you want to make it even harder, you can do a jump. But that's only if you can manage that, all right? But for everyone else, we're just going to tap, 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 tap. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So just tapping one at a time. Tap, tap, tap. Good. So take it at your own pace. You can move a bit slowly, you can move a bit faster. Again, if you want to do those jumps, you can as well. It's good, we're nearly there, 5 more seconds, and we're going to have a slightly longer break before we do the circuit once again. And just relax in there for me. Just give yourself a couple minutes, just to gather yourself again, just get yourself a drink, that's what I'm going to do. And then we'll get ourselves going, same thing again. Okay, so that was the first time through. So that's always a good one just to test, as you know, see how we're doing throughout. So, you know, if you feel like you could work a little bit harder next time, you can try, you know, just push a little bit more. You might have found that this position you were in, you could have advanced that a little bit more. So maybe on the steps, you can maybe take that into a bit of a lunge, or maybe you can move a little bit faster. You know, totally up to you. Just make sure you're working as hard as you can. Carry on. They look really good from where I am. So, yeah. Good. All right, so make sure you don't stay too still. Let's give ourselves some shoulder rotations. You know, make sure we're moving. You might want to do a few marches. Just keep yourself going. Yeah, so I'm going to do a few marches here. Keep my legs nice and ready to go. We've got a minute still until we go again. So make sure you've had a drink. Make sure you stay hydrated. If you've got anything that feels a little bit tight, maybe you can stretch it out a little bit. So that if you felt like your hamstrings are a bit tight, you might want to give me a little hamstring stretch, just reaching down towards your toes, get as far down as you can. Up to you. Just don't stand still. We don't like standing still. Now this is 30 minutes of, you know, constant movement. Just about getting up, moving, doing a little bit. That's what this is for. All right, so we've got 20 seconds time. In 20 seconds time, we're going to go for the high knees, all right, or the marches. So we can either march, or we can jog maybe, if you're feeling a jog, or you can get a full high knee going if you're inclined to do so. But for the majority of us, we're just going to go for some marches, all right? It's nice, powerful marches, get that knee up nice and high. That's in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, so back into these marches. You know, I like to get the arms involved as well. Good, you're looking good. So see if you remember how fast you're going last time. So you can take it a little bit faster. We've got 10 more seconds now. You know, there's not a lot of difference between what we're doing now and what we're doing in the warm-up. So, you know, push through that pace a little bit more. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Okay, so what we're going to go for now is those back steps again. So remember, raising the arms as we come back. Step. If you find it a little bit difficult raising the arms, you can just do the step like so. Or again, if you really want to advance it, bring that knee down towards the ground. But you don't have to do that at all. All right, 10 seconds. We're going to go into some of those, all right? So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's back step. So just one at a time. Tapping that foot back, raising those arms. Got a nice full body movement here. Good, so you get a little bit of room with it. And then see if you can even push through that room a little bit more. Let's go a little bit faster. Lovely, and stop in there for me as we're going to get ready for our squats, okay? So remember our squats, you know, just getting as far down as you can before coming back up. When you're doing that, I don't see any of this. I don't want anyone curving their spine. You stay nice and proud, your chin stays up and your chest stays out as you come down. And remember, it can just be little pulses. Depending on your range of movement, just work within that. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Come on. Let's go for those squats. Put your hands wherever they're comfortable. Now, some people like to have them out in front. It's that extra bit of stability there. Good. I like to have mine on my hips. Just to, you know, look a little bit like a teapot. Come on, let's keep going. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. So 30 seconds time, what we're going to do, we're going to come out and do the punches again, okay? So alternating legs and arms with those punches out. Try and make those punches a little bit firmer this time. Make them nice and straight, nice and true. And we're going to be going for that in 10 seconds. So remember, if you want to take it, you know, as fast as you can, that's absolutely fine. So I'm doing the wrong arms and legs in. Yeah. Work within your ability, but make sure you're pushing. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go, okay? Side to side. Little punches there. It's good, looking really good. Five seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. All right, so we're going back into our plank. So remember, we're going to get ourselves down onto that mat nice and slowly. And we can either be in this on all fours, hands directly under the shoulders, just sucking that belly button in, tightening that core. Or we can bring ourselves down onto our forearms, hold it here. Again, still sucking in that core, sucking in that belly button. Or come all the way up if you can. Be amazing. But wherever you are, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So I'm going to start up here on all fours. I'm going to suck my core in. You almost feel it, so you're bringing your navel all the way up to your spine, or trying to as best you can. Still trying to breathe, right? We don't need to hold your breath. Just tighten up that core. Or I can come down here maybe. In sort of 3/4 position. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Okay, so bring yourself back up nice and slowly. No rush, you've got 30 seconds. And we're going to take a nice wide stance. Again, like a sumo wrestler, nice and wide stance. As we come down, we're going to give it some nice threading wide arms, all right? So get as far down as you can. Yeah. And I say it's threading, but I'm looking at the screen, it looks more like I'm doing, what's it, like a plie, doesn't it? But yeah, nice and low. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. So working within your range of movement, as low as you can. Beautiful, let's keep it going. And we're still pushing through the skills, we're keeping our feet flat on the ground. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just give yourself 30 seconds to get ready for those little pulses with the reach, all right? So pulse, reach, reach. Yeah, get as far down with those pulses as you can. And get nice, you know, get a little bit adventurous with those reaches. Maybe push them a little bit more, almost like you're punching up towards the sky. And we're going in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So pulse and reach, either side. It's good. Come on, let's keep going. Pulse and reach. Pulse and reach. Keep it going. Keep your rhythm. And one more, rest in there. Brilliant. Okay, so bring ourselves back down onto the mat, and we're going to go on to some bridges again. So on your back, feet just a little bit apart, and then you're just going to keep your arms to your side, raising yourself, your bum up, as high as you can, raise those hips, squeeze those glutes together, squeeze your bum together, and hold it there. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So just hold it for as long as you can. It might just be a couple of moments before you have to come down. It's absolutely fine. You come down, just give yourself a few moments and then come back up. Just holding it here. Nice and tight with those bum cheeks, nice and tight with those glutes. Great. Okay, bring yourself onto your front, on all fours. I'm going to go back into those bird dogs. So remember, it's one arm up, one leg up, opposite arms and legs. All right. Or you can just stay on all fours, suck that belly button in, get a nice tight core, and maybe you could just raise one hand at a time or one leg at a time. By the full movement, opposite arm, opposite leg, and ready, let's go. Come on. So opposite arm, opposite leg. If you've got an exercise ball behind you, do your best not to keep that as well behind it. Good, we're nearly there, 5 more seconds. Just a couple more reps in there. Come on, let's just get one more in there. Lovely. Okay, bring yourself up nice and slowly. And we're going to finish off with those heel taps, remember? So we're just tapping side to side. It's our last exercise, so make sure you're working hard. All right, if you've got any energy left, it's a good time to use it. And in 10 seconds, we're going to go, all right? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So let's go with those taps, one at a time. Remember, you can pick up the pace a little bit if you like. You can manage that. If not, just keep it nice, consistent. Good, 10 seconds. Let's keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest in there. Whew. Well done. Don't know you. I got really, quite sweaty in there. It's definitely a really tough workout, that. So well done. We'll just do some stretches, just so you don't go all stiff, and then I'll send you on your way. Lovely. All right. So we can just start. If you want to get yourself a drink, just have a quick drink. But if not, we'll only be a few minutes. So stretching up all the way to the ceiling. I know you can't see my hands at the moment, but they're all the way up, reaching towards the sky. Get a real nice stretch on here. So a nice full body stretch. And then just relax those arms down. Now what I want you to do, just if you've got the balance there, I just want you to gradually bring yourself down towards your toes, okay? So just get as far as you can. You might need a slight bend in those knees still, so, knees, shins, even if you just get to your thighs. As long as you feel a little stretch on those hamstrings, that's great. So just get as far as you can. A nice stretch there. See, hamstrings are always the first ones to get tight, I find. Okay, bring yourself up nice and slowly. Now what you to do, if you have got a bit of support, if you can hold onto a wall, if you've got a chair, I want you to try and grab that foot behind you. Do your best just to bring it all the way up to your bum or as close to as possible. Or if you can balance and you've got the balance there, great. Not just hold on to something nice and still. And we're just going to swap over legs now. It's the same thing again. I'm going to grab onto my wall again. Good, and then just relax those legs down. Now what I want you to do, just want you to take a wide stance, just as wide as you can before it gets a little bit uncomfortable. Not, too uncomfortable, just a little bit of feeling in there. I just want to hold it here just for a few moments. Again, if you feel too much pain or it hurts anywhere, just take it in a little bit. Don't overstretch, don't need to hurt your hips or anything like that. And stand nice and tall, a few deep breaths. And slowly bring yourself back up to a stand. Give yourself a big clap, guys, really well done. And yeah, have a beautiful evening. I'm going to stop recording this now if you want.